during.
You love that little skin-to-skin contact.
No, I don't. That's why I button up all the way.
You're so funny. Okay, so basically the Detroit Pistons are going to choose Cade Cunningham because, look, Cade Cunningham, he's probably the best prospect. I say better than Zion.
I think Cade Cunningham...
Skill-wise, he's not as athletically freakish as Zion, but I think his... Like we were talking about the other night, when you draft a player, you're looking at two things: the skill and the athleticism. Most players are like either a little bit more skill and a less, like 40% athleticism, 60% skill, or 70% athleticism and 30% skill. And the best players in the league are that 50-50, that they're just as good or have just as good as athleticism as how good they are skill-wise,
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's why people love Zion so much, is because you just look at him and he's just this Thanos body where he can just like grab you and you turn to dust. And then you think, well, if this guy if he shoots 40% from the field, what are you going to do? You might as well just kill yourself. I mean, don't show up. But and he is really good, but like Cade Cunningham's just got that basketball mind where he's got an elite NBA star's body, not as good as Zion's, but great. And then he's just got this otherworldly feel for the game. It's like, well, here we have someone who again has that star potential. You watch him, just like you see Zion turning people to dust when he fucking grabs them. You see Cade Cunningham tear up the offense. I told my dad, we were watching Oklahoma play this year.
His dad played in Greece, by the way. He was a professional basketball player. He doesn't start off with this. He's very humble about it. Yeah, his dad played professional basketball.
And we were talking. I was like, that's going to be the number 1 pick in the draft this year. And he was like, really? And I was like, yeah. Then he, dropped over 20, might have dropped 30 on KU. I can't remember what, but he whooped our ass. And that was it, I mean, you can't get mad at that.
No, I agree.
I like being able to see the frame so I know to commit felonies outside of the shot.
No, so right now we got... The pick is in. We all know it. We just got a tweet from Shams Charania saying, Cade Cunningham. And look what they're putting up right now, ESPN. I don't know if you guys are watching ESPN. Also, if you're in the background, that's a torch. It'll be on and off occasionally throughout the night. He's got the physical tools. He's 6'8". He has great athleticism. I say his athleticism is like the same as Ben Simmons. If Ben Simmons was 6'8", it's that Cade Cunningham. He has, I would say... His passing game is different than LaMelo. It's probably more reminiscent of a mix of Ben Simmons and a little bit of Chris Paul's on how he just finds people on kicks and stuff like that. And then you have a guy who also, I saw him live in person, and I was able to, experience how he's the type of guy who just lifts his teammates up. So I think right here, they just got a great pick in freaking Cade Cunningham. He's going to be a great player for years to come. All NBA by his third year. He's going to be most likely the rookie of the year. Detroit hasn't had the first pick since 1970 or some shit like that, they said. So I think that's the crazy part. I'm gonna also put this down because we probably are talking really close. So how about that? How's the volume now? Okay, we got 4 viewers. Yo, so if you're watching this,
hey, you guys rock.
Yeah, we just lost one. But if you're watching this, drop a like. Drop a like. Now, the second pick, according to Jalen Green, Green came to New York City on a private jet from Houston, and he will go back on a PJ2. So he's heading back to Houston right now. Damn, we lost both viewers.
It's because we're not talking about the draft. The draft's happening right now.
Yeah. So right now, we're looking at the draft, and Cade Cunningham just got the pick, and Shams Charania just said Jalen Green. And I guess
we should turn the sound on the TV. Right?
No, because then I'll get
you'll get copyrights.
Copyright strike, bro. Yeah, it's fucked. So
okay.
Right here, I want to hear your comments down below. Right, the first 3 picks are gonna be so freaking boring. No, even the 4th, because I got. Look, if we want to look at my mock draft right now, I have right here going at. Number 1, it's Cade Cunningham. At number 2, it's Jalen Green. And it's been confirmed He's going to Houston. Shams just tweeted it. And
All right.
next, it's Evan Mobley,
go.
because I believe the restricted free agency,
You love to see
of Jared Allen.
Yeah, Cade Cunningham, by the way, on the stage right now with Adam Silver. Like, as soon as I saw that the Pistons had confirmed, like today or yesterday, that they were taking him first pick, I was like, thank God. He's the next Luka. He's the next guy who you're gonna wish you had taken.
No, who?
Cade Cunningham. Like,
Oh,
he's
yeah,
the next
Cade-
true superstar.
Yeah, no, Cade Cunningham, holy crap. He literally says he compares him to Luka, and then they put on Luka as ESPN's comparison. But he has way more athleticism. I think his game is not reminiscent to Luka. I think he plays with a lot more athleticism. Like, Luka is a little bit, like, more patient and crafty. You know what I mean? He takes his time.
Well, I think that it's like Luke. I think that Cade can be that player. I think that the fact that he's got that forward gear right now, where he's got the athleticism, where he can push into your chest and be, initiating. He's not using change of speed. So, like, the fact that he's like, if he can add that to his arsenal, especially since that's such a common topic. We talk about guys like James Harden, guys Luka Doncic, who dominate through their ability to slow down really fast. Get going in an instant, lose the defense like that. With Cade Cunningham adding like these kinds of modern techniques, we see I feel like the technology of the league, like the way that people do things, just is improving so fast in front of us.
No, I agree. And I think with Cade Cunningham, they have Killian Hayes, Sieko Demboya, Isaiah Stewart, Sadiq Bey. I assume they're going to bring back Frank Jackson and Saban Lee. And this is a team that also, hopefully they can bring back Diallo, who, he's not great at shooting. And this team needs shooting. This is another thing that they need to look in the draft is for another shooter. And Cade is a good shooter, okay? I mean, he's not the world's best, but he's shown that he's going to be good, and he just needs to be put in the work, just make it more into a muscle memory. And that's what it is. Cade's going to change things up. He's going to elevate his teammates. I believe the best thing that they could do is put Killian Hayes off the bench, I think. Or, I mean, you can test out him as a secondary ball handler. There's a mixed bag, in my opinion, from Killian Hayes. I liked what he did before the draft last year, but then his rookie year, again, it was a mixed bag. So the jury's out on him for me, but I think that's a good backcourt there. And then you got Sadiq Bey and Sieko Dumboya at the forward spots, and at center you got Isaiah Stewart. They just traded Mason Plumlee.
Yeah.
I think this is a team that they could do Atlanta. I say this all the time, but they could do an Atlanta Hawks turnaround. I just saw someone, you have no viewers, and I was like, I have like no viewers. Yeah,
No, I know.
We're well aware we have no viewers, but
Hey, shout out. Technically, we've got one viewer.
we
right?
got four, but
I can't.
four.
Can't,
so joke's on you, bro.
No, this is a heavy place. Fucking Houston's. We know who they're taking.
Yeah.
Right. We don't have to. Wait, what are we gonna tell you? Oh, they're gonna take who everyone thinks they're gonna take, just like the Pistons who took who everyone thought they were gonna take.
Yeah. So over here, I think Jalen Green. I mean, I was for the longest time betting for our man Evan Mobley, and Evan Mobley's a really fun guy to watch.
I love Evan Mobley.
I love Evan Mobley. I think he very much is a bigger Chris Bosh. Like, he's the best big man prospect since Karl-Anthony Towns, probably, arguably, or even arguably Anthony Davis, depending on how you want to see it. So
Anthony Davis is sick. I don't know. He'll never be as strong as Anthony Davis.
You don't
Anthony
think
Davis
so?
Is a freak.
Well, look at
The
Anthony
way that he
Davis's
looks now
rookie year.
compared to his rookie year.
That's
the
like
kinds
how
of things
Evan
he's
Mobley.
injecting into his body right now.
Oh, every NBA player does steroids.
Once
steroids,
Evan
PEDs.
Mobley's on the NBA juice, I guess he'll be strong enough. But
Yo, comment down below if you're watching right now. Who's your team and who do you want your team to draft right now? My team, I have 3 teams. Going to give you a little shortened version of why I have 3 teams. I was born in Minnesota. First basketball jersey I ever owned was a Kevin Garnett throwback black with the little green trees. And after living there for 5 years, I moved to Orlando. And my school used to give out like these coupons to get like discount student tickets. So I used to go to a bunch of Orlando games. And I saw earliest game I can ever remember going to was Gilbert Arenas against Dwight Howard, and I lived there when Dwight took in the finals. So that's why I'm a Magic fan. And then Celtics because my dad went to school in Boston. He loves the Celtics. So the Celtics, I want to kind of take Austin Reeves or Jason Preston. Magic, I want to take Moses Moody and Scottie Barnes. And T-Wolves, they don't have a pick, so don't worry about it. Oh, wait, do they have a pick? They just traded Ricky Rubio, which I'm actually sad. And Jalen Green is off the clock, guys. Jalen Green, who we were just talking about. Kevin Porter Jr. and Jalen Green are going to be the future backcourt. And when I look at this, I believe the best thing for them is a point forward. Because, look, Jalen Green and Kevin Porter Jr., can they handle the ball? Yeah, they're not elite at it. No, by any means, they're not elite. But I believe it's going to be...
John Wall can bring it up for you. I mean, when his legs work, when he can walk, John Wall's pretty good at moving the ball around the court.
So who do you have going pick 3, my guy?
I mean, I think it's Mobley. I just think that, like, let's say it was the worst pick, like worst fit possible. Like, let's say I'm the Pelicans in, like, 2017 or whatever, and I've got Anthony Davis and Boogie Cousins or whatever that team was, and I've got pick number 3. I'm still taking Evan Mobley. Because, like, any other year, he's number 1 pick of the draft. Last year, he's number 1. Easy. Yeah, last year's number 1 easy.
I think, yeah,
he's
easily.
So
he's so much better than James Wiseman. Like,
it's not
even
funny.
close.
He'll be year 1 impact. And I tried to tell people. I did a year predictions before this year. You can go watch it on my YouTube channel if you want. I said James Wiseman's going to take some time to acclimate to the NBA. Look at this. They're gonna trade him. The Warriors are gonna get rid of him because they're tired of their.
No, I think they're gonna develop him. His floor though is Hassan Whiteside. That's the problem. He has a really high ceiling, but his floor is also.
Whiteside was actually crazy though at his peak. Like James Wiseman.
But that was like his.
That was like 1 year.
Hassan Whiteside was his contract year.
James
he had 3
Wiseman
good
hasn't
years.
had
Hassan
1 year.
Whiteside had 3 good years, and and in those 3 years, it was the 3 years where basketball radically changed. And his skill was just like, oh, we paid you because what you were doing was really, really good and would have been worth it 20 years ago.
I mean, this is the age of.
Hassan Whiteside would be a Hall of Famer 20 years ago.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, no, he would be a Hall of Famer 40 years ago. Put Hassan Whiteside in the 80s. Give him some fucking blow. Just go crazy, dude. Everyone, they were fucking 23, 24 years old, balding from the steroids. This would be Hassan. That would be Hassan Whiteside's year. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, no. So we got right here. Let's look at the mock. We got Evan Mobley and Jalen Suggs coming up as my next 2 picks. So right now I'm 2 for 2, looking like 3 for 3 according to Shams Charania. I also want to look NBA. You got to do something about Shams Charania tweeting this out before Commissioner. I was going to say Commissioner Gordon, like this is fucking Batman. But what I'm saying is they got to do something about my man's just... What I'm saying is he's just tweeting before it comes out. I wanted to come... Like, give me maybe 10 seconds, like, as the commissioner's walking down. Like, tweet it. But they still got, like, 3 minutes on the clock. 2 minutes on the clock right now. Talk about being a party pooper.
Yeah, I mean, like, I could have told you this, like, probably last week.
Oh, yeah, I know. Obviously.
Like, I feel like everyone could have, so.
But my thing is this going to be for the rest of the draft? Because if it is, fuck you, Shams. Fuck you. You can slouch. When I go up, I'm just fucking... Woj alert.
Woj problem.
Lakers agreed to a deal.
Russell Westbrook.
Holy crap.
I mean, you guys are cool, but hold on. Let me hear.
Hold up.
Thank God. I always wanted to pair LeBron James with someone who can't play defense or shoot.
Like Russell Westbrook on the Lakers.
He can play defense.
Can he, though? I'm just kidding. No, it's really everyone's talking. Nobody can shoot on this team. Look, another reason why his shoot...
Anthony Davis is going to become Kevin Love. All of the LeBron haters...
No, you shut the fuck up. You guys also have to know he's joking right here, but what I'm going to say is Anthony Davis is going to move to the 5. LeBron is going to play the 4. Russell Westbrook is going to play the 1. And then what you do right there is you put our boy freaking Russell Westbrook at the 1, get shooters. Basically get 5 shooters, really good shooters, have 3 of them be like 37% career 3-point shooters and then be better defenders than they are shooters, and then get 2 guys who are just snipers, who can't really play defense, but they try hard at least. And then you get the rest of the like team or like Swiss Army knife rebounders or defenders, just mercenaries.
Evan Mobley. All right.
You're so funny. Okay, so right here, Evan Mobley just went, and that's working out. We'll get back to the LeBron trade in a second. But I got a little graphic up for us. I feel special about it, you know? I feel like it doesn't look half bad. I feel like this. Tell me down below in the comments if anybody cares the comments. I've said it multiple times the comments, and we've got one comment just telling us that we don't have any viewers.
I've actually been staring at that comment every time it's on screen.
Yeah. We still got 5 viewers. So, you know what? Drop a like. There's 2 likes right now. So there's technically 3 of you who could drop a like. 4 of you maybe. But
Vikram, I got paid 2 days ago. I will get if you are from a foreign country, not the United States, I will tattoo the flag of your nation on my body if you comment where you are from.
yeah.
And that's my promise as a man.
You're so geek. All right, so Evan Mobley. I don't think they're going to keep Jared Allen. Like, why keep Jared Allen? So Evan Mobley can sit. Look, Evan Mobley should play the 4. He should fall an Anthony Davis type arc. But, like, if we're going to be realistic, Anthony Davis should play the 5, but he plays the 4 because he dominates 4s, and he can play the 4. But he's a versatile defender. It's the only thing that's keeping him from playing the 4 spot is the jump shot.
Yeah.
And I think, I mean, like, look at this kid. He really could be the next Chris Bosh.
He's just him. I think he will be better than Chris Bosh. Like, people say that Chris Bosh is underrated because some people just think that Chris Bosh is a bum, which is wrong. But, like, some people say that Chris Bosh, like, it's not like Chris Bosh is ever, like, a first-team All-NBA kind of guy.
Look, the thing is you got to think about is Chris Bosh was a
He
first.
could be
Chris
first-team
Bosh,
All-NBA center.
Google this right now.
Not in this league.
Chris
Well,
Bosh was
in
a
5
first-team
years, he could be a
All-NBA,
first.
and Chris Bosh was ahead of his fucking time.
That he was.
Chris Bosh is a Hall of Famer, no doubt about it. And,
But it's the NBA, like a lot of.
I mean, it's easy to get it, but like Chris Bosh was purely dominant, and the blood clotted injuries just. He
That's
retired
true.
at
That's
32.
true.
People don't realize he retired at like 33, 32.
Yeah, for all we know, he wins a championship.
Was it 2016 or
at 34.
2015 he retired?
Yeah, and it was a shame too because he said I want to keep playing, but I've got this fucking
And-
thing, I'll die. So
If you look at it, he wasn't bad as the Miami Heat's number 1 option. D Wade went to the 2nd option, which was he was becoming ass. And then after D Wade left,
yeah, D Wade was ass in that last. That's the thing that the finals record thing with LeBron. D Wade was ass that last year.
Yeah, D Wade, just I don't even know why he wasn't bad for freaking Toronto. Yeah, look at this. As a number 1 option, he had 19 his last year, but he had 21 the year before, and he was shooting 36 and 37% from 3. Like, this guy could hit threes. He was before. So someone just commented, "This is fire." So thank you, thank you. Shout out to
You're a fucking god, man.
CD. Yo, CD, we made a bet. Shout out to this kid. I'll still shout you out at the end of one of my videos, but we made a bet that if the Suns didn't draft the power forward or center, that I'd shout out. They can't draft someone now, so like, if this was a bet, real life, I don't know if any of you guys had actually betted. Also, Jalen Suggs is going to be drafted by the Raptors. I'm calling it right now.
Hey, let's get gambling, guys.
And Indiana is trading the 54 and the 60th pick for the 31st pick. But Jalen Suggs is going to go to Toronto. But CD, if this was a real bet, like with a bookie, I don't know if you guys are old enough or anyone here has placed with a bookie, it would have been pushed. That's when like it kind of
just shout this bet.
Yeah. So over here, Laker trade being shown. If you guys are watching ESPN, I'll put up this graphic we have right here. And look, I'm going to like shift right here so I'm to the right of it. Russell Westbrook and the 2024 and 2028 second-round picks are going to the Lakers. Kyle Kuzma, Montrezl Harrell, and Contavious Caldwell-Pope. This year's first-round pick, the 22nd pick for Russell Westbrook. That is a steal. Only one pick they give up for Russell Westbrook?
Yeah, wow.
One pick.
Wow, for Russell Westbrook. I mean, okay, the salary's a lot. Like, this is a lot of money they pay him.
Oh, yeah, it's hella.
It's a lot of money.
A lot of money. Like, their whole roster's going to be veteran minimums.
Yeah, but, like, people want to pay, like, I think they could get DeMar DeRozan on a veteran minimum. I think he would take that pay cut.
Well, I'm starting to think that...
But he can't shoot. Also, he can't shoot, so never mind. That'd be bad now.
Why?
I wouldn't imagine trying to play the four of them. On
just
the court
inside game. They beat you by 2 points. Old style basketball.
Just like all 10 people are huddled together within the 3-point arc.
Yeah.
Except for Anthony Davis, who's in the corner.
Owen said Russ is like lukewarm mashed potatoes. Owens, I want you to know
I'm a Russ hater, bro. I feel you.
You guys hate Russ?
Look, I like
He has
like
4 triple-double seasons
guy.
to his
He's
fucking name.
Guy. He's an awesome dude.
4 triple-doubles.
He is...
What? Scottie Barnes!
This pick. This
Scottie
is a
Barnes
pick. Okay.
Going to the Raptors.
Okay.
Oh my God. Nick Nurse is going to fix this guy. I thought they were going Suggs. Do they keep?
Over Suggs, too. Wow.
Wow.
Okay. Scottie Barnes, last year, the most slept on prospect of last year. Patrick Williams from Florida State.
No, Devin Vassell.
Patrick Williams is Florida State.
The next Paul George.
They put out wings, defensive two-way wings who will give you a bucket, who can get in your face, who can score in the mid-range dynamically, and who will lock up 1 through 5. Scottie Barnes is awesome.
Do you believe Scottie Barnes is the next Draymond Green?
I think he's better than. I think he's more mobile than Draymond Green. Mm-hmm. Like Draymond Green is like this. Like he looks like Humpty Dumpty.
Yeah,
but
he shoots with a backpack
people say
on.
He looks like Shrek. He looks like like an ugly Pixar character.
Drop a like if you guys are enjoying this.
Yeah, I'm enjoying this. Hell,
I'm enjoying this. Yeah, I'm actually really enjoying this. Even though we're going up, we have 7 viewers now. I'm eating a sandwich, and look, Scottie Barnes.
We're in a sandwich of friendship.
Is
right now.
Draymond Green if he was more athletic and had a better frame. Like Draymond Green kind of, like I said, he shoots with a backpack on, and he just doesn't have the greatest body. Scottie Barnes has a prototypical NBA body on a 7'3" wingspan.
Yeah.
Holy crap. Okay?
Dude,
and his biggest weakness is his 3-point shot, 27% this past year. But you know what? He's going to Nick Nurse, who invented the Nurse pill. Go Google this right now. I listened to his autobiography. I drive home 18 hours. My parents, really it's not home. My home now is Kansas, but my parents live in Maryland. So when I drive home, I usually listen to a lot of sports, either podcasts or NBA or books. And lately it's been books, and I listened to the whole autobiography of Nick Nurse, and he invented this shooting percentage. And he put something, I think it was like 67% or some random number, that of all his players he fixed, that's how much he's like, how often or something that he improves. This is something absurd. Basically, if you play for Nick Nurse, your shooting percentage is going up. You're becoming a good shooter. He'll literally rework your shooting mechanics in an off season. And look at this. They're putting up here feel for the game. He has high basketball IQ. He's got great athleticism. He's not an elite athlete by any means. He's more of a fluid athlete, I'd like to say. He knows how to use his athleticism. And he's got a great basketball IQ. Like I said, Draymond Green-esque IQ. His defensive versatility is basically Andre Roberson and Draymond Green made a baby. Meaning Andre Roberson could guard 1 through 4, and Draymond Green could guard 2 through 5, and Scottie Barnes can guard 1 through 5. He can't guard 5s really that yet unless they're a perimeter-based 5 because of the weight. But give him, by the end of his rookie contract, put on like 20 pounds, get into those PEDs that the NBA loves so much. So, yeah, let us know.
I love this Orlando 5th pick Jalen Suggs. Like, I think this is great for the Magic.
Shout out Owens. We go. Keep saying.
Shout out Owens. Owens would love this fifth pick going Jalen Suggs to the Magic.
He's just
You know.
But yeah, no. I freaking agree. What are you gonna say? Jalen Suggs to the Magic?
Yeah, no, I mean, think about it. I mean, this is like a star level guy. Gonzaga, I mean, for years it felt like Gonzaga was suffering from no star syndrome, where I'd put them on my bracket, Gonzaga going all the way, 1 seed, whatever, it'd be a group of guys. Who was at Gonzaga? Was Rui Hachimura at Gonzaga? Guys who can't
Yeah,
shoot,
I think so.
Guys who are like college stars, like guys who will are physically dominant, get to the rim, but
Yeah, you're right,
aren't
Gonzaga.
NBA like superstar talents. Don't have a elite midi, elite 3-point shot, and now they have this guy who's like crazy, and they worked everyone in NCAA, and now they're gonna go to the Magic, who desperately need some offense.
I'm actually loving that Trey Owens and Trey's. I don't know why I always cut it off short when I'm saying Trace, and I'm like Trey, and I'm like it's Trace, but like you know what I mean. You just fucking. I'm sorry, Trace. I would never do that. Also, it's an Asiago bacon chicken sandwich with added onions and lettuce. Fucking slaps. I haven't eaten. I went to the library at 8:30 in the morning. I got out of there an hour ago. And look, I hate to admit it as a KU fan, Gonzaga puts out talent, and I'm an Orlando Magic fan. And right here, I wanted Scottie Barnes. Let's put up the mock draft I made, and my mock draft I had Suggs going to the Raptors, and now that just kind of fucks shit up. So I'm going right here. Look, Suggs is the best pick available right now. If I was the Magic, I would honestly. Oh, nice. Nice.
Did you see that from Tommy?
I just lost it. But what I was saying is I'd be pissed if they don't get... Okay, so this is the 3 scenarios that the thing is. They should get Bouknight.
Struck, by the way, Tommy.
What?
If we put the draft... He asked if we could put the draft on, like, in the corner, I assume, of your stream.
Uh-huh.
Which, like... That's illegal.
Yeah, it's copyright.
And we know how Cyro likes to flirt with those laws. You don't want to get fucked over for that.
Well, look, the Magic should get the best shooter available if they are keeping this pick. Best player available. If they're going to trade down, it should be to trade down to get the best shooter. But get Suggs. He's the best player available. Worst comes worse, you trade him. Best comes the best, you keep him. And you have Markelle Fultz, Cole Anthony, and Jalen Suggs now, and RJ Hampton as your backcourt future. And there we go.
Good for him, man. He's crying because he has to live in Orlando, Florida, but, keep your head up, bud.
Off camera, Owens. Riggs off camera. But Jalen Suggs over here. I was at the bar. I don't know if any of the people watching have been to Logie's, and I was at Logie's. They opened a location here in Lawrence, and I was in a freaking... We were watching the UCLA Gonzaga game, and it was a disappointment because I wanted Johnny Juzang to carry his team to the final, but Jalen Suggs put the team on his back and showed who had the biggest balls in the room, and that's what he did. He really just showed that. One of the things is, out of these guys, I think Cade Cunningham and Jalen Suggs have that ability to lift the team, and they are a leader of a franchise. They're cornerstone pieces. So is Evan Mobley, and so are Jalen Green. But Jalen Suggs and Cade Cunningham, I truly believe, are players that will transcend a franchise from being bottom feeders to perennial playoff contenders.
He's so nice, bro.
Oh, Jalen Suggs is so nice.
So nice.
In any other draft,
so nice.
any other draft, these first 5 picks would all be
I hate that.
first overall picks.
They're watching him stripping David McCormick on the...
Yeah, David McCormick's ass because he catches everything one-handed, okay? He's the biggest waist of 6'9" and 230 pounds.
Not even 6'10".
He might be.
And he's so strong. Like, he has moments.
We all have moments, though, don't we?
I mean, maybe you don't have, like, 20 and 20 or whatever his moment was. Definitely not 20 and 20, but,
Yeah, no, I know.
He's led us to some.
He's led us
wins.
he's led us to some good moments and stuff.
Like we've needed him before, and he's come up.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is Hawk talk. I gotta get back to business here.
Yeah, Hawk talk. No, but who do you have going right here? I got going at 6 Bouknight because I believe screw Jonathan Kuminga. Let's go for the best shooter on the floor. Okay, and look, Owens, you know it and I know it that our man Dave McCormick is the reason why. What is basketball? It's basketball, a game created by Trey Parker and the creators of South Park. I'm grabbing
Trey Parker
wine.
and Matt Stone. I think that I don't have Bouknight going number 6 because Book, you know they can't read in Oklahoma. I think that they'll go with Jonathan Kuminga.
You really think they're gonna go with Jonathan Kuminga? Do you know anything about James Bouknight? James
Well,
Bouknight went to UConn.
I don't watch UConn, bro.
UConn used to be great at basketball.
I know they used to be. That's why I don't watch UConn.
And you remember, also, if anybody's interested, I'm drinking. They had a sale on this at Starborough. I wanted to try. It's not bad. It was a 500, the regular size bottle for like $9.99. So, steal for some Sauvignon Blanc.
How old are you, Sarah?
Me, I'm 21 years old.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm about to be 22 in a few months.
I'm already 22. In Missouri.
So the thing is right here, I think James Bouknight, look, the Thunder need shooting. I don't even know if I said Warriors or either. And I really do want to know that what would be, also if you're watching, everyone down below, hit the like button. Just hit it right now. There's 8 people, and if you're watching, just hit the like button. Let's get that algorithm working. So more people will be enticed to watch this. I think I did a good job on the graphics
department. So more
department.
people will be seduced into this little aroma, this little atmosphere we've got here.
Yeah, a little atmosphere. I think we got a good atmosphere.
Yeah, it's just us friends, what happens here stays here.
What happens here stays here.
Don't tell your parents.
His dick's in my hand. He's got this. His dick's actually got an invisibility cloak like Harry Potter style on. And that's what people are saying. James Bouknight is a invisibility cloak, a smoke screen for actually Jonathan Kuminga going at 6, and the Thunder maybe trading the pick or ultimately doing something like drafting Jonathan Kuminga, like I just said. But I truly believe they're going to get James Bouknight. He's flown up the draft boards this past weeks. He's a guard and a wing. He's a swing man. I'm bringing back that term. It's an old term. Okay, when I first started watching basketball, I used to buy swing man jerseys. It was a different type of jerseys for a swing man. They don't do it anymore. It was their money grab. Now their money grab is to make like 8 jerseys a team that they alternate throughout the year. And look, James Bouknight is a 6'5" swing man who is going to be starting out probably like a 37% three-point shooter, who's going to average 10 to 15 points, 15 max, more likely around the 12 to 14 range, and he's going to come in and be able to play day one. And that's why I also believe at 13, the Warriors, not the Warriors, at 14 are going to take Chris Duarte because they're going to take Kuminga, the guy who is going to be the project. And I really think James Bouknight is the guy for the Thunder right here due to the fact that, look, they got Alexei Pokusevski, and they're going to get rid of Kemba or buy him out. I'm not going to talk about him. They have Theo Maledon, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Who else? Darius Baisley, and I'm Isaiah Robbie. There's so many players on that team, and Gabriel Deck. That's a lot of talent. What they're missing is shooting. They had speed last year.
Oh yeah. We have to. So, all right, the pick is in for this OKC draft at number 6.
All
right. Josh Giddey at number 6.
It says what?
Yeah.
What?
All right.
Okay. So
out of nowhere. I don't know.
They reached.
Big reach, but like they've got like a million picks, so who cares? Why do you reach if you're the Oklahoma City Thunder, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure they're picking twice more in this draft.
So let's look at the mock draft. And right here at the mock draft, I had my man Scottie Barnes going.
You got a haircut.
And with that not happening, and Josh Giddey going there, I had Josh Giddey going to the... Josh Giddey was supposed to go to the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies traded the Ted to get Josh Giddey, okay? And
OKC was like, all right, if you guys really want him that bad, we'll just take him first.
yeah, holy crap.
right.
So I had him... Wow. So at 7, I got Kuminga, right?
So Joe Ingles has co-signed this guy.
Oh, yeah.
Joe Ingles, best player in the NBA, has said, like, this guy is going to be a star.
Did I even...
Out of Australia.
Did I spell that right? Kuminga?
Okay,
Is that how you spell Kuminga?
Yeah.
Okay.
So this graphic, so ESPN is saying this guy's he's like the youngest guy in Australian League history, NBL history, to be putting up. He put up 3 triple doubles in this past season. Like 6'8", 185 guard. That sounds like a star to me. Guy can move the ball around the court. You want that on your team. In the OKC, they want guys who can get your offense going. You know, right now they've got bums.
Well, Josh Giddey's floor is Michael Carter Williams. People need to understand that.
Not great, by the way.
Well, I'm not going to sit here and slander.
I will.
You're not a fan of Michael Carter Williams?
He's not that good. I mean, I don't have to slander. He does it for himself. Just watch him play basketball. But
look, when I look at our guy, Josh Giddey, his ceiling is everything Joe Ingles could have been if he had a little bit more athleticism, came over early, and was the player he was this past year, like coming out of Australia. And I really think what we could do...
Not everything. He shot 29% from 3 this year.
I know.
That's the Michael Carter Williams effect.
Yeah. If he works out, he's everything that Joe Ingles is right now, but better. Except
He'll
for the 3-point.
never be anywhere close to the 3-point shooting.
He'll never have the shooting ability of Joe Ingles, but if he could just have 70% of that shooting ability or 80% of it, which is still like a high 30s, maybe a 40% shooter. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm not mad with that.
That'd be great. I mean, yeah, the Warriors at number 7 is kind of curious because they just need whoever they want to contend. They think that they're going to win a championship this year. So
yeah,
we'll see.
No, so I agree. But the thing is right now with the Warriors on the clock, I think the interesting part is the idea of Andrew. I thought a trade just happened.
Yeah.
Klay Thompson, Andrew Wiggins, and Steph Curry are going to be the 1 through 3. Draymond and James Wiseman. And I believe it should be. In my mock draft, my most recent mock draft, which was my final mock draft that I released today, was Golden State getting Jonathan Kuminga. And then later in the draft, they'd be getting our guy, Chris Duarte, who's probably the most NBA-ready player besides... Yeah, probably the most NBA-ready player here. Cord Kespert's probably... Like, in the sense that they're already at their peak. They're not going to improve. They're just going to be able to come in and do what they're good at day one, day in and out. This sandwich slaps. You can even taste a little Parmesan they grate on it.
I think we have to be thinking more about the chicken salad sandwich from Pickleman's, which is the sleeper hit of the menu. I do not really condone eating any salad sandwiches from people. My picks are trash. That's fine.
That's from Owens.
Yeah.
He says it with love, though.
No, I appreciate that. I mean, he's got 2 first names, which I don't know. That's some.
Your picks are trash, by the way, bud. We're having a moment, guys. This is
Well, yeah, I know nothing about the draft.
real talk.
I literally know nothing about the draft.
I mean, you know way more than other people. You're actually keeping up in conversation with some players. I mean, we're getting into the draft where most people don't know. Okay?
But, like, literally, I don't know. Like, I haven't read any articles. Like, I haven't been, like...
Well, also, this is my life.
Like, I don't watch college basketball that isn't KU.
Why do you think we don't have the draft on in here? I'm all about the money, people. I probably will make $2 off of this stream. Okay? I'm cool with that. You know, I start my bookstore job on Monday. But, like, you know, I'm doing what most kids nowadays want to do, make money off of creating something they love. So, like, you know, like, we're just, like, the only reason I know this, most people don't know this. They only follow their team, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So don't feel neglected.
Oh, yeah. No, I don't feel neglected. I don't give a shit
Why
about
would the word be neglected? It would be, don't feel discouraged would be the right fucking adjective.
Yeah. I mean, me being discouraged would mean that, you know, I care about, you know, the audience. You know, I'm not here for these people. No,
yeah, you're not
these
here.
These are your fans, you know.
This
my
is therapy
fans are all
with Cyro. I'd be the worst therapist, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, I think so, but, like, I don't think I would be.
So, yep, Jonathan Kuminga.
Kuminga goes to the Warriors. Okay.
I got this right, ladies and gents.
Bada bing.
Jonathan Kuminga. Bada bing, bada boom. How do you do? Did I just drop a dab? I swore I had a dab on them. I could be wrong. Could you heat me up real quick? Because the rig's over by your side, dude. And just hand it to me under the table. All right, so Jonathan Kuminga. Let me tell you what's going on with Jonathan Kuminga. Jonathan Kuminga he's a power athlete. He's not an explosive athlete. Is he reminiscent of Jaylen Brown? And yes, but Jaylen Brown is a explosive athlete.
And a genius.
And a genius. He gets better every single off season. He works on his skills. And look, Jonathan Kuminga is his ceiling is a more power athlete version of Jaylen Brown. His floor is a more power version of Jeff Green, and his mid, most likely, is a more power version of Harrison Barnes. He's a safe pick, okay? About 10 years later, almost 10 years later, 10 years ago they drafted Harrison Barnes. 10 years later, they draft a similar player in Jonathan Kuminga to restart the dynasty. Is that far-fetched? He's an elite athlete and he's a versatile defender. All he needs is that shot to become.
Yeah, I mean, but you could say that about, like, everyone who doesn't have a shot. Like, all they need to do is learn how to shoot. Like, yeah. I think that would be sick. I don't know. I mean, like, Kuminga, like, I think he'll be great. I just don't think he'll be, like best player on a championship team type scorer, or even second best player on a championship team type scorer. He could be third best player, like third best scorer on a championship team.
That's why I think he's Harrison Barnes.
Yeah.
Harrison Barnes is an elite, versatile defender. That was a hot dab.
But, like, Harrison Barnes was the third best behind like Steph and Clay, and he was playing alongside Draymond Green when Draymond Green could still shoot, right? Like, it's not like
best.
Like he was not like
that Warriors roster went Steph, Clay, Green, Iguodala.
I'm just saying Harrison Barnes like wasn't that good. Like, I think he could be
Andrew
better
Bogut
than Harrison
was
Barnes.
insane. Andrew Bogut was insane.
Yeah, Andrew Bogut was great. He was incredible for them. I mean, Andrew Bogut, like, obviously was the number one pick, but, like, he's had moments in the NBA where he actually looked like that, where, like, he showed, like...
Dude,
Andrew Bogut will bitch you. Prime Andrew Bogut.
Andrew Bogut will
put his nuts
will probably make the Hall of Fame for his...
international play?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
It looks like we dropped for a second, but we're back. Okay. All right, look at this show.
Never left.
Andrew Bogut, NBA third team in 2010, NBA second team defensive in 2015, and all rookie. I mean, he led the NBA in blocks.
All right. Okay, so we've got Franz Wagner coming in at number 8 here for the Warriors.
What?
For the Magic. I hate this pick.
So Supposedly
But
at
that's just
8, they're going Franz Wagner. Okay, so at 8, I don't mind this pick. I mean, do I love it? No, I wanted Moses Moody, which means Moses Moody is most likely going next. They haven't announced this, but let's pull up the mock. Right now, I have been wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm 50% right now, ladies and gentlemen. I'm 4 of 8.
Last year was crazy too. Last year was the craziest year I want to say, like in terms of draft.
Yeah, I mean, I want to say
just because it sucked. So
last year I had more. It was more volatile in the sense. This year I had there was a concrete idea of the first 3 picks. Like the first 3 picks were shoe-in, no doubt about it. And this year I really thought for Toronto was going to go Jalen. And as you saw, I was confident in the first 5 picks being these guys. I mean, now I'm screwed. Also, I had Neemias Queta going in the first round. That was my this year. Like last year, I predicted Onyeka Okongwu going at 6 in one of my mocks, and I had a couple wild predictions that I felt confident. Like I called Pokusevski as a first round pick before anybody else did last year. Yeah, Pokusevski. It's like because it has an accent. You have to like. It's almost like the Hebrew where they are like.
Yeah.
It's fine. I'm Jewish. I can mimic terrible Hebrew.
Franz Wagner. Sweet.
What do you think of him?
He's okay. Well, actually, I was saying I hate this pick. I mean, I think he's more talented than his older
brother. He gained
brother.
15 pounds since his freshman to sophomore year.
I think if he's giving me, I have Lowry market and PTSD where I've just seen like big white.
But he's a wing
shooter.
He's a wing.
I know, and I know that he's a wing. I know he's a forward, but like he's just, I just can't. If you can't be physical, then you can't. Then your shooting is only so valuable. Like, and I think that it's up to him to fucking stand up. But like, also, I don't know anything, so.
No, but the thing is like right here we're looking at it, and I think the thing is God, my voice went here. Franz Wagner, right now he's not a good shooter. He shot 33%, but what you get is his versatility.
He's just some white guy? So I just thought he was just some white guy. He can't shoot. Wow, I'm so wrong. So my bad.
Franz Wagner he can shoot. He's just inconsistent at it. And the thing is
actually that's Larry Markkinen can't shoot either. Fun fact.
And the thing with him is he's got some athleticism. That's why I keep saying he could be a Daniel Gallinari who is better at defense, a similar athlete to Daniel Gallinari before the knee injuries, who would be able to switch. And if he puts up the weight, I could see them having a very similar frame. Who can switch between 2s, 3s, and 4s. And I don't know if he'll ever be as good as a shooter or scorer as Gallinari, but he could be like a 37th, maybe a 40%.
Yeah. I mean, Danilo Gallinari is also like one of the... It's like crazy like to find a shot maker. Like he is an NBA shot maker. He's actually...
You know the Daniel Gallinari story. I got 9 right here, Moses Moody. Who do you have going at 9 right now for the Kings?
I mean, Moses Moody is the best player available. All right, no.
Have you filled yourself up with facts right now?
I read some stuff on the internet. But also I like Arkansas players. Like that's my honest. I really like Arkansas players. I was a big Bobby Portis fan when he was on the Bulls. Which is not when you're supposed to be a Bobby Portis fan, but like that's just my experience.
So Bobby Portis went to Arkansas?
He was a Razorback.
That's freaking funny.
Who else was? What's his face?
But Moses Moody, he's
on the Clippers.
I don't know if you know this. He's 6'7", with a 7'3" wingspan. If you look at his numbers, they're inefficient, but it's because he was the go-to guy, and he took a ridiculous amount of contested shots and difficult shots and made a good bit of them, which I really, really do believe right here, the best pick for them. I don't have a big board. I'll probably do a big board next year. I think the best pick available right now is Moses Moody, potential-wise. If they want to win now, go to playoff, that's going to be James Bouknight. Though, the problem with getting Bouknight is he is a guard, and their backcourt is already Tyrese Haliburton and De'Aaron Fox. Yes, Buddy Hield seems like he's going to be on the move, not to the Lakers, but probably to somebody else. So, with that being said, I think the best thing right now for them to do is get Moses Moody. Moses Moody is best potential and gives their backcourt another year to develop. And Moses Moody probably in a year or two will be a really, really good two-way player in the similar vein of Jimmy Butler or Paul George or a poor man's Kawhi Leonard, which is still an all-star. So right there, like, I think it's getting interesting. It's definitely getting interesting.
Everyone wants to be a poor man's Kawhi Leonard.
And look at this. Davion Mitchell. They go Davion Mitchell, which is a great pick for them. I had them drafting Davion Mitchell in, I think, my 3 or 4.0 mock. And my belief for them to draft Davion Mitchell was, again, the same belief that I had with James Bouknight. They're going to have him come off the bench most likely. Davion Mitchell's going to be their sixth man. What they believe with Davion Mitchell is that they can probably plug and play him or Tyrese at the shooting guard spot, depending on the matchup as the starter. Either Tyrese is the starter or Davion is the starter, and the other guy's the sixth man. Okay, and what they're going to do right there is they're going to enable themselves to have a backcourt that is always good. They have the best defensive player, perimeter, one of the best perimeter, not arguably. There's probably some other players you can compare up there for perimeter. In the draft, yes, he's 6 foot flat with no shoes and only has a 6'1" wingspan. But he shot 45% from three, had about 15 points a game, had like 2 steals a game, and he's so disruptive on defense. Like, better than Pat Beverly. Like, just Pat Beverly, Facundo Campazzo, prime Chris Paul. Just what he does defensively, also for having his frame, is second to none. And again, I think he's going to be immediately their sixth man. My belief now, maybe Buddy Hield and Harrison Barnes stay, and it's a quick fix. They draft Charles Bassey in the second round. That's a center backup, and then they go and get a center in free agency. And this is a team that could make it as the 8th or 7th seed and be this coming year's Grizzlies.
So we're watching Davion Mitchell walk up onto the stage here, and I'll admit all day that I don't know anything about college prospects. I just don't know anything about the draft, but I do know my fair amount about the NBA. And the Kings drafting a 6'1" guard might seem questionable. I mean, considering their personnel, but at the same time, I feel like. And also they're not getting, like, because we just saw Russell Westbrook's getting traded, they're not getting rid of Buddy Hield to the Lakers. Kyle Kuzma's gone. There's no bargaining chips anymore for the Lakers. So, I don't know. They got Tyrese Haliburton. They got their star, who's a point guard, who's, like, barely taller than 6 foot. And then they got, oh my God, they've got, like, yeah, they've got Davion Mitchell now, who's 6'1". Like, are we going to have another Cleveland situation where they've just got, like, 3 6-foot-tall guys playing, like, 1 or 2 6-foot-tall guys at any given time?
Like, so, okay, they're comparing him to Donovan Mitchell. So, we found out Donovan Mitchell has a, 6'9" or 6'10" wingspan. I'm pulling up this draft guide for you. Give me this. Oh. Pull up Donovan Mitchell. But what I'm going to say is, if any of you guys haven't, you guys should sign up to The Athletic. It's pretty freaking sick. Hit the like button if you're watching right now. Subscribe if you want. And right now, what I'm talking about is The Athletic has a great draft guide. If you guys want to catch up, it's like 150,000 words. I've read almost every single page. Consumed it. I've read multiple times. A lot of what I know, Sam Vicini, I love you. You're a fucking god. And yeah, let me pull it up right here. All right, let me log into it.
I'll let you just hold on.
So you can use Control F to jump the players, and so it's who do you think? Oh, so talk to who do you think the Grizzlies are going to draft?
All right, so the Grizzlies, I don't know. I mean, if it looks like they might be getting this to the Pelicans, in which case that changes this pick a lot, I think, because has that been finalized already?
What?
This is the Pelicans pick, basically.
No,
because this
is the Grizzlies pick.
Oh, as in this is the Grizzlies pick for because
No,
Valanciunas is much better than Steven Adams.
This is the Grizzlies pick. They traded up. The Pelicans are trading, like, you know what I mean? So the Pelicans are picking for the Grizzlies. So
in
what
that
do you
case,
think?
I think Bouknight.
You think Bouknight? I also thought it was Bouknight. Did anyone else think that, or am I stupid for
It
thinking?
could be Bouknight. It could be Bouknight. That makes sense. Because then it's night, you know. Like
yeah, but someone like commented, because I always ask people, yeah, tell me, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And so.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. This is being a lot more complicated than I ever expected. Here, I'm going to email you the link because I can pull it up. Not email you, text you it. Guys, so this is how you run a very shitty operation.
Yeah, so actually, I'm his producer, executive producer.
Yeah, this is this is, guys, if you guys want to run, if you want to make videos and do anything and make like $200 to $300 a month, this is the production value you get from me. And this is what you got to do, and just grind and just keep doing it and ignore any criticism and just be the best you possibly can. So, yeah, this is shit, but like I love it, and hopefully one day we'll prevail, right? Like I will survive. At first I was afraid, I was petrified. Holy crap, did they just draft Ziaire Williams?
They did.
Ziaire Williams. Okay, so this is a terrible pick in my opinion. I had Ziaire Williams. I thought he was going to slide all the way down to my freaking... I think he was going to Houston. I think Houston was getting him. And that's the ridiculous part. This guy, in my mind, wasn't even worthy of going in the first round. Like, look at this right here. I had him, I think, going with Keon Johnson to Houston. Okay? Was I a little rude to think he was going to go that low? Maybe. Yeah. No, I had him. I don't even know where I had him. Okay, he was going to the Lakers. Wait. So, yeah, he was going to the Lakers because I thought the Lakers were going to trade him in part of a deal. Because I thought, okay, so let me tell you what the problem with this guy. Ziaire Williams is an interesting cat. And the password is DR at FT 2021. No. Oh, you gotta log in still? No, you jackass. I sent you a fucking link.
Oh, well.
On your Twitter. I mean, your messages. I literally just on your iMessage. This is I'm baked, but like.
I on my iMessages.
You didn't get it?
If you text it to me, you have to send it to like my email, like the one.
I did right here, dude.
Oh, well.
I have no idea why it's not sending.
I just sent you a text.
I don't know. It's probably because like I'm streaming, but that's some shit right there, you know.
We live for entertainment. This is us. You get to see. This is like we live in. What's that movie I haven't seen? The Truman Show.
You haven't seen The Truman Show? We should watch that tonight.
Like we're John Kerry.
So right now with this pick right here, so I'm staying with Bouknight going at 11. Look.
No. I think Sengun's going at 11.
Do you think Sengun?
So he was actually the MVP of the Turkish league last year, 19 years old.
Yeah, I know.
He was, for the benefit of our viewers, who just may not just be the lore wizard that I am. Alperen Sengun, despite being Turkish and therefore...
You know how to say that name really good for the first time ever reading it.
Guys,
I want you to know.
He's a defensive, big, two-way, he knows his role, and he's going to get you what you need. And the Hornets are tired of having to look to Cody Zeller for their big man shit.
And he's gone, but they traded for Mason Plumlee, dude. And they like
Mason
that small ball lineup.
He'll play backup.
James Borrego really likes the small ball lineups, in my opinion.
He's 6'10". It'd be perfect for them.
He's more 6'9". They give him 6'10". I'd give him 6'9".
Right, so he's that's your small ball 5.
But his body right now, let me tell you guys about Alperen Sengun. He right now, I've read a lot and I've seen a lot of tape, and his body is very reminiscent of a Kevin Love coming out of USCLA. He can't shoot, but he's willing to shoot threes. He's amazing inside. He's one of the best. He's the best interior offensive player in this draft. He's the best offensive rebounder player in this draft. He arguably is the best offensive rebounder in the draft. He had averaged a block a game, but the problem with him is he relies on drop coverage, and he doesn't have. He is the same wingspan as his height. He doesn't have NBA length, so he will need to rely on a lot of drop coverage and a lot of good positional push, having always being in the right place at the right time positionality. And he doesn't have the best hip movements. Being good at getting in your position relies on swinging your hips fluidly, and I don't see that with Sengun. So with me, I think that's where
that could be the NBA coach difference, though. Depending on
sorry to cut you off, but what I was going to say is the last thing is the belief is with the right coach, hence a Spurs or, Oklahoma, we could see, hypothetically, a guy like Sengun transform his body into similar to prime Kevin Love when they won the championship in 2016. And with that, you get a guy that is going to be able to play not only the center position, the 4 spot, stretch the floor as a high 30% three-point shooter, grab 10 rebounds a game, and be high teens, maybe even a 20 per game scorer, and be one of the best offensive rebounders. And maybe if he gets really good at his positionality.
All right, Bouknight's going at 11.
11? There we go.
He wasn't expected to be around.
Yep.
So at that point.
So if we look at my mock right now, what are we looking at right now? So I had Jalen Johnson going here. So still on the board is Moses Moody. Right? Moses Moody, Jalen Johnson. Do you have a who's still on the board, ticketer that you can put on?
Sorry? Anyone who's still on the board who I think that...
Go search up on Google, still on the board. So Corey Kesper, Moses Moody are still on the board. Jalen Johnson. A lot of guys. I think right here they should go Corey Kesper, or Moses Moody. I would not mind Moses Moody. Okay? Moses Moody would not be a bad pick. So I think Kesper is going to be the pick. Actually, no. I think Moody's going to be the pick. I think they're going to get another guy. Even though he can't shoot, we're going to go Moses Moody out of Arkansas because he's 6'7". He is a 7'1" wingspan. He has shot creation. I truly believe he does. Who do you think is going to go at 12? Alex?
Oh, at 12. I mean, at this point, it's Moody or...
Moody or Kesper.
Yeah, that's just
or
they're due. That's best available at this point.
I mean, they just took James Bouknight, like you said. Fuck yeah. And that's freaking amazing. James Bouknight. I like that because now the Hornets like that ultra small ball lineup of running LaMelo Ball, Terry Rozier. You know, they have at the small forward position Gordon Hayward, Miles Bridges. They have the Martin twins. Then at power forward, they have P.J. Washington. Right now at center, they have Mason Plumlee, Vernon Carey, Nick Richards. And they'll probably draft the guy in the second round that I'll think good. James Bouknight, throw him there. He's another shooting guard. Terry Rozier and LaMelo Ball and James Bouknight. Now you can go out, fill the rosters with some veterans. And like I said, I know I say this a lot, guys, but a few teams out here, if you have young talent and even a little bit more than the average cap space, spend it on good, consistent players that you know that have shown that they're consistent most of the time. Because look what Atlanta did. They went out, got Bogdanovich, Daniel Gallinari, got Capella through a trade, okay? And they drafted Reddish, Hunter, Trae Young, developed John Collins after drafting him 4 years ago, okay? Onyeka Okongwu, brought him in slowly. And also Tony Snell, Solomon Hill, traded Rajon Rondo for Lou, you know? So a lot of teams that have a bunch of young players still on their rookie contracts, even Kevin Huerter, you know what I mean? Look at what, again, the Atlanta Hawks are a prime example. If you have a lot of players on cheap contracts, okay, first off, take on a bunch of old contracts that are about to expire this year, so next year you could get in that free agency because that one's going to be crazy. But the second thing is get as many good, consistent veterans who are good defenders and reliable shooters, and you can make it to the conference finals.
Terry Rozier is... I mean, I don't know. Yeah, the Hornets are due for a big move now after that pick. It's going to be interesting to see where they go after this. With, do they still have KU alumnus? Oh God, what's his name? Little shooter guy who I watched in college who was really good.
Who?
Charlotte, KU player. Devontae Graham.
Devontae Graham.
Who's actually not that good.
He's a restricted free agent, so more than likely he will be leaving.
But hometown bias. Devontae Graham is not that good in the NBA. He's good.
No, but it's the efficiency. No, he is good. He is good. I see him being a guy.
But some people think he's going to be a star. The same people
I don't think he's going to be a star.
And every shooter of the month.
But he's a guy.
He's going to be a good shooter. He's going to be a great role player in the NBA.
I see him peak being sixth man of the year.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Is that a real? I think that's a great.
I think that's the best possible scenario.
Best possible scenario.
He'll never be a great defender.
He tries really hard occasionally.
Let's say he works magic off.
Or he gets really good at that new thing wherever. You know what's that new thing people do in the NBA is the jump the passing lanes. That's the new thing. You've seen what Kelly Oubre do. To be a free safety.
Basically, yeah. Because just get the offense going. Because nowadays, everyone follows the keep it passing, keep it moving. There's no just throw it back down into the big and let him work for 15 seconds of the shot clock. So,
yeah.
You know that there's a pass coming. So if you learn to work those lanes, he could become useful at least. But I don't know, him, Terry Rozier, you got Ball, now you got Bouknight, whatever.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Well, they'll make something happen. I think the front office that. Those are all four of those are talented guys. You could sign Devontae Graham and then get rid of one of the other guys. That's probably what I would do.
No, I would too. I'm just trying to find right now if there's a live freaking. The Athletics said they had a live NBA draft, and I can't find this live, so they fucking lied to me, because I'm over here trying. I want to find last picks available. If anyone can comment down below. I mean, I should have had this put up, but like, hey, suck my nuts. I'm providing enough entertainment.
If
right
anyone's
now.
on the stream right now, let me know if you think that Giannis is the best player in the NBA. I want to see if anyone believes, or just say if you have the inclination, say who you.
Keon Johnson. First off, Mike Schmitz is a freaking liar. And knows nothing. He has Keon Johnson as the best player available. No.
He sounds like me talking.
Okay,
now.
Keon Johnson. First up, isn't a good ball handler and isn't really a great shot creator. Okay, I've seen his tape. I really think his ceiling is a similar play to Hamidou Diallo, who just got traded from the Thunder to the Pistons, who's playing pretty good. And we don't even know what he's turned into. And that's what he's going to be, probably a more athletic version and just as bad as a scorer. So it's going to take a few years.
But this is what the Spurs do. I mean,
did you ever open the? Did you never get that text I sent you?
No, I'm waiting on it though.
Oh,
Fingers
boy.
crossed. Oh, here we go.
Nah, let me tap it in. Because I don't want to say it again.
It's exactly what it looks like, everybody. Sorry, I was looking at the screen there.
It's Control F and then type in any player you want to look through.
The
Or like if you want to
script
scribe down.
Script writing has made me pretty at that.
But yeah, fuck yeah. So, right here, I'm going Moses Moody, though. Come on, think about that. DeJounte Murray, Derek White. You got Lonnie Walker, the fourth is the sixth man. And Devin Vassell, Keldon Johnson, Jokic Pirtle. You start right here. You throw in Moses Moody. You still also got off the bench, probably bring back Patty Mills most likely, Drew Eubanks, Quindary Witherspoon. You know, Trey Jones. I know Wade. Are you impressed how much I know? I know every NBA roster off the top of my head.
Yeah, I mean,
I think that's insane. I think it's like
cool.
I also want you guys to know I have
that's cool still.
I have everything I'm saying. You can ask Alex right here. I'm saying this all off the top of my head. There is nothing in front of me. Everything I'm saying is just off of I might get a reminder from looking over here, and I don't even know if who did they announce? They haven't. Did Shams even get to tweet this or no? No!
Contain yourself, sir.
Okay.
Alabama taking
Okay.
W's.
Okay. Am I mad at the pick? No. Am I a little mad at the pick? Yes. Okay, let's go.
38% in college.
Okay. Let me talk about Joshua Primo. He's the youngest player in the NBA draft.
Canadian. He's 6'6".
Why use the NBA draft guide? This is all information that's right there.
I
telling
know.
you.
I just wanted to. I'm just following my instinct here.
I know, because
I just was looking at something.
Go over here because I was gonna tell you. Type in Primo, because it's gonna I want to see his wingspan. Go down. He's got a 6'9" wingspan. Okay, that's what I thought. I didn't want to say it incorrectly, but I was gonna say he was gonna have a 6'10". Look, I had him going to Denver at 25. This is a guy that I truly believe they should have traded down for. I don't know if that's terrible to say, but this is a guy they definitely should have traded down for. I think it's definitely someone they could have gotten if they really felt he was going to get picked early. Trade with OKC. You could have gotten one of the OKC picks for real cheap, especially that they lost out on Scottie Barnes. They're probably trying to get another good player, and instead you take Joshua Primo there. Look, I get the idea. You have a Lonnie Walker expiring after this season, and you got a couple. You could bring him back, and you got a few contracts in the next year. So when those contracts all expires, Joshua Primo could be dominant. Okay, like a swing man. Shooting guard, small forward, really freaking good. I completely agree in that spot, Spurs, and he's gonna be great in the transition. He's got some good He's got some good instincts in the sense that in ball handling, he's a good ball handler, and he's got a good form, and he seems like he can definitely be a guy who is a really good defensive player and, a secondary ball handler for a team. And he'd be a good, perfect pairing for DeJounte Murray, who they believe is a superstar. Now, 13. Did they just say, what did he say? Chris Duarte. Yeah, so I had Davion Mitchell going here. They're going Chris Duarte. I already know it. So let's just put down Duarte because I think are you agreeing with that?
Yeah, I mean, that's what.
It just got reported. I think that kind of sucks. That all that reporting kind of takes out the suspense. Does anyone else agree, or am I just being an old head right here?
I mean, you can just not look at your phone if you want, but since you're running a live stream, it's kind of your job.
Yeah, I know, but feels a little anticlimactic. Also, I want to give myself a little pat on the back. I think this is a really, really good fucking little layout. I think a lot better than we were expecting, right? A lot better than last time.
Yeah, better than last time.
It looks good.
Yeah.
I threw in some probably nobody knows who are the bottom two players except real NBA draft enthusiasts like myself, but guy on the left, I feel like he's gonna be a first round pick now. I think he's gonna be a first round pick. Santi Aldaba. My dick is getting hard just thinking about it.
Mine stays completely flaccid. Keon
But
Johnson, Tennessee.
the reason why Pacers are gonna take our man Chris Duarte is he's 23, but he's a guard 1 through 4. He's gonna be able to start and play 36 minutes. He's a finished product. Okay, you can guard 1 through 4. He's gonna be able to shoot close to 40% and average 12 points easily this year. Play 30 minutes a night.
He's a great jump shooter, elite jump shooter.
Yeah.
Completely NBA ready.
Yeah, it's
And he doesn't have short arms. It's not like a Tyler Hero thing. He's 6'6", he's got 6'7" arms. Or wingspan, sorry.
Am I sitting on my phone? I'm looking.
Probably. It could be up in there.
I was just using it. No, I'm stupid. It got sucked into the couch, guys. But yeah, comment down below. What do you guys think of this NBA draft? It's pretty freaking wild. So it is pretty geek. I don't even know what 165 playbacks, but hey, we're sitting here.
We're chilling. We're living.
We're chilling. We're living.
I think that I would have liked, and not for this Pacers team because they aren't quite the in need for this prototype. They needed this shooter in Chris Duarte. He's like we said, he lights out. I think Usman Garuba from Spain is going to be a sleeper just because he just has a raw physical talent. He's one of the freaks. We were talking about guys who are freak athletic talents and freak basketball talents, and he's a freak athletic talent already.
He's now Taj Gibson 2.0. He's little bit end of his prime. Taj Gibson, when he was slipping. Right now, that's what he is. Probably the best interior defensive player in this draft. Who, honestly, I want the Thunder to draft Sengun and Usman Garuba with their 16 and 18 picks, I believe it is, because they're polar opposite. Garuba is the best defensive player in the draft, while Sengun's the best interior offensive player. They're both good rebounders, and they both need to get good at the opposite skills. So how perfect and how funny would it be and ironic? You know what I mean? They get big men of the polar opposite in the same draft. Chris Duarte gets drafted by our guys, the what do we call them? The Indiana Pacers.
I should have put on my sunglasses with these lights. Should have sat here.
So who do you think is going 14 now to the... I think Kesper right here. My mock is so off. I had Kesper going at 1.2 for a long time.
I love Sengun on the Warriors, actually. Playing alongside
This
Wiseman. He would be like the superior version of the Kevon Looney, like the Warriors prototypical, like big, strong, big that you've got. Like as in...
They're
like,
going Kesper.
I mean... But, like, think about, you've got this 6'10", this big, strong guy who you can switch in with James Wiseman, who isn't really ready to guard, like, elite NBA bigs yet. You know, he's...
Well, he is. I think he can guard bigs. He just can't score offensively.
I mean, obviously his fundamentals aren't good enough to score offensively, like, within the Warriors offense, where he can't just fuck around and shot create like he would on a shitty team.
Yeah.
But it's a two-way thing. Like, he is, like, all around. Like, you could take some, like, mid-level, like, role player, right? Like, the Warriors do have mid-level role players who can outplay him on both sides of the floor.
Yeah.
I think James Wiseman just focusing on offense and just switching him in. They bring in some defensive specialists in the draft. Who,
We're wrong, though.
I don't think they're going to take him.
They took Moody.
They took Moody.
Mm-hmm.
So,
like are you going to go 15 still with...
Well, I just like the idea of a defensive big. I mean, Washington,
Well, Sengun is not a defensive big.
He's just got the... No, I mean, like, he's got, like, the... Like, he's this...
He's an offense. He's the best offensive big.
Guy.
He can't... His weakness is defense.
To be a great defender. And I'm just saying that as a draft professional. All right. Actually, let me read his thing. Terrific offensive rebounder.
Just go to the summary.
Weaknesses. Defense. He's stuck between the 4 and the 5 spot. That's a 5-man. Oh, wow. Well.
So, yeah, right here. We're going to go Corey Kesper.
I was drafted into this anyway. I can make mistakes.
I'm
here to make you look good, really.
Corey Kesper's going to be the guy because, like, look. I think the best thing possible is Corey Kesper to the Wizards. They just traded Bradley Beal. They want to win now. Corey Kesper gives them another shooter. So what they're going to do is, I've been saying this all fucking week. Oh my God, I love when I do get right. I said the coolest thing would be Bradley Beal to play point guard. You put a guy like Kesper, or I have Trey Murphy going right here originally, and that would still work because he did play the shooting guard in college. But they could play either Kesper, I think, is going to go here, and what I think they might do is run Denny Avdija. Is it Denny Avdija? Avdija. I don't know why I was butchering that. Denny Avdija at the 2, or no, he's a point forward, so he's going to run the 3 because he's a mix of Lamar Odom and Hudo Turkoglu. And they're going to run... Yeah, Avdija.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he is.
No, he's not.
He
cannot score like either of those players.
Dude, neither of those... Like,
Lamar Odom was an elite bucket getter.
No, he wasn't. Search up. They were all Hudo Turkoglu and
Lamar
Odom were point forwards, and they're like
they were
good
point forwards, but they were elite scorers.
And that's what Denny Avdija is gonna be. Yeah, he is.
He might be, but that's like saying like anyone's like.
This is what I believe Wes Unseld Jr. is gonna do. He's gonna either go Kesper, who could play the shooting guard position, and he put Denny Avdija at the 3, and he put 4 Roy Hachimura. 5's going to be a rotation of Daniel Gafford and Thomas Bryant, and maybe they bring back Lynn or Robin Lopez. Then Bradley Beal, maybe bring back Ish Smith and Raul Neto, and look at that. Corey Kesper can plug and play. That's why I don't think Trey Murphy, because this team wants to get back to the playoffs, and Trey Murphy needs some time to develop. Corey Kesper, ready to go, baby.
I mean, they think they're signing someone next to Bradley.
And look, it just got tweeted. I'm right. Kesper going to the Wizards. So like I said, guys, Bradley Beal, and this is what we're going to see. Bradley Beal, Corey Kispert play the shooting guard spot. Denny Avdia is going to be the secondary ball handler. Right now, my prediction, most improved player in the NBA, Denny Avdia. He had a hairline, I think it was a tibia or fibula fracture, and it ended his season. Again, I think he really is going to be a mixture of Lamar Odom and Hedo Turkoglu. He's going to be a guy who's going to have a 40% three-point shot. I think this season he's going to shoot near 40%, high 30s. Going to dish out at least 5 assists a game, grab 7 rebounds a game, and average at least 15 to 17 points a game, and be the second or third leading scorer, because the second leading scorer could be either Roy Hachimura or maybe somebody
All right, so
or
just
Montrezl Harrell, because they also have Kyle Kuzma there
The
too,
Warriors-
and Contavious Caldwell
the
Pope.
Warriors- for the
Holy
record-
shit,
for the
this
record,
team is gonna be dope
the
because they
Warriors are
have.
gonna-
No,
the
listen to
Wizards
this.
are
Shut
gonna
the
be
fuck
good,
up.
but
Let me
you're
finish
wrong.
to this.
You're
Shut
so
the
wrong
fuck
about
up.
this.
Listen to this team. I just forgot all about this goddamn fucking trade. Look at this. Look at this.
You're wrong. You're so wrong about this team. Denny Avdia, they've been reporting all week that they don't even want him as the second ball handler. First of all, he shot, for the record, for the people, the next Hedo Turkoglu shot 31.5% from 3 this year. You know what Hedo Turkoglu? It's not even. He would have to be like Hedo Turkoglu's spit could gain sentience and shoot 35% from 3. Like, there's no, like, he has to, like, get leaps and bounds better from the field. Like, they want him as the third ball handler at best. They want another all-star alongside Bradley Beal is what they want. That's why they got rid of all that cap space. I don't think they can go to the playoffs.
They got rid of
no
cap space. They got rid of maybe $8 billion of cap space.
Right, but
they
like,
took on $36 million.
But like their goal is to get another player alongside Bradley Beal.
No, they're trying to get more shooting. And like, look, listen to this.
They want to keep Bradley Beal. They want him
listen.
He's not going to stay if you don't get another all-star.
Well, I mean, Corey Kispert just got drafted by them. Either way, we got to do our 16 picks, which are OKC. But what I'm saying is, they got Kuzma and Roy Hachimura and Denny. I mean, I think Kuzma is going to rotate between. I think Denny is going to probably come off the bench, and Kyle's going to be the starter. Denny's probably going to be the 6th man. Montrezl Harrell's probably going to be the starter, with Thomas Bryant and Daniel Gafford rotating off the bench. Backup 4 being Anthony Gill. And then you got over there, Denny Avdia being the 6th man behind Kyle Kuzma. Corey Kispert could be the starting shooting guard. I'm trying to think who else they got under contract at shooting guard. I don't think they have any depth under shooting guard. I think everyone expired at the guard position. So now as we go to 16, I think the best option, who's still on the boards, I think Sengun. Let's go Sengun. Or maybe Garuba. Maybe they feel like
now that I actually know what Sengun does, I would definitely go Garuba over Sengun. Because I actually know what Garuba does.
No, because I'm just trying to think is... I'm going Sengun. Who are you going with?
And wait, who's taking this pick? They keep showing this Terrence.
OKC.
OKC. I mean, I'd say Garuba. I mean, I don't think
You're going
they
Garuba?
don't have a good big. They don't.
I have them both going there at 16 and 18.
I mean, I think either way, I'd be happy with both of them. Inside scoring would be great for to pair alongside Shy. Give him something to throw lobs to.
Yeah, no, I agree.
A little bit. I mean, Usman's just a physical talent. He's a beast. Look at this one. Oh, it's because her son died.
Oh yeah, this is Terrence Clark's mom.
Yeah.
He would have been a first round pick.
God bless. Yeah.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
Nice.
But I'm actually really excited for the Wizards. They actually got better. They got better. Montrezl Harrell rotating with Anthony Guilford and Daniel Gafford and Thomas Bryant, then power forward Roy Hitchmar and Anthony Gill and Kyle Kuzma. Kyle Kuzma then starting also at power forward, but different lineups. In small forward, different lineups. Can't play power forward. Backed up by Denny Avdia, who's the sixth man. Corey Kespert, Bradley Beal, the starting point guard. And then in free agency, I think they get a guard with their mid-level exception along the lines of like Spencer Dinwiddie.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
That team's like a 4 seed.
Yeah.
That's a team that's gonna beat you in transition and stretch the floor, but then destroy you inside repetitively with Daniel Gafford and Montrezl Harrell.
Yeah, I mean they'll really get you inside. I mean,
like the putbacks will be in pick and rolls for days.
I'm worried about the shooting because like you can't like it's gonna be a tough sell that like this rookie like Kispert has to come in and like be the 40%. Is it Kespert?
Casper.
All right, Kespert. Kespert has to come in and be like the 40% guy from the start because like Rui can't really shoot that well. Even like I'm not going to admit that Deddy can hit 40 this year. Maybe he does. Like, and I'm totally wrong. But like, let's say he doesn't and he improves.
You know he won MVP of the Israeli league at 18.
Right, but I don't know. I don't know if they give if God's just handing out shooting strokes to everyone who wins the Israeli league. I think it's just like I'm not saying that he's not a super talented guy, but like let's say he reasonably improves. They still desperately would need shooting because Bradley Beal is probably
I stick up for my fellow Jews.
I think he's a talented guy. I thought the Bulls were going to draft him the year that he was in the draft.
I had him too, remember?
Yeah. So, like, I totally was on board with that.
Yeah, as Israeli MVP.
This team needs shooting outside of the star. We've seen what happens when you have one superstar shot
but
creator
he already
and no one
improved.
else.
Like, what I want to say is he already improved as a shooter from the year he won MVP in the Israeli league to this year in the MVP to the NBA. He was a 55% free throw shooter in the Israeli league. He was a 64% free throw shooter in the NBA.
By the way, free throw shooting indicates how good of a 3-point shooter you're going to be.
Yeah, and the other thing is he was a 27% 3-point shooter in the Israeli league when he won the MVP. Then when he won this year, he was 31%. Yes, his field goal percentage went down, but he played, just the same amount of put up the same amount of total shots and stuff, or even more. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm not saying he's not getting better, but
Also, I'm lying. I just looked at the EuroLeague. That was when he was playing the EuroLeague, and he was playing 14 minutes a game. But still, fucking Christ, I still think he put up Denny Abdia. I'm a big fan. Maybe I'm biased.
He's good, but he's a long way from being
Wait, the Rockets just traded and took Sengun. Wait,
is that why my phone's going off?
Yep. Oklahoma City traded the 16th pick.
That makes sense, honestly.
Okay, to the Rockets, and the Rockets got Sengun. That makes sense. They needed a big man. What they're gonna probably do is they're going to start Sengun or make him come off the bench. They're probably going to run Sengun how they did Montrezl Harrell and be Montrezl Harrell for a year or two, and then maybe occasionally mess with lineups and be like, hey, let's try a lineup with Wood, who was shot 37 or 38% from 3 on 5 attempts, and in this year from 3, and then 2 years ago he shot 3 attempts from 3 at 37%, who's shown he can stretch the floor at a consistent rate. Be the power forward. Then you put Jae'Sean Tate as the Swiss Army knife at small forward, Jalen Green and Kevin Porter Jr. at the backcourt. Oh, that's a lot. Now, the question is, that front court, the defense is questionable. But that's why you say, hey, that's why you get Jae'Sean Tate. Jae'Sean Tate's that Swiss Army knife who plays both sides of the defense. He's a good interior and perimeter defender at 6'6".
Oh, absolutely.
So,
absolutely, I love that pick. But yes, I do agree. Alperen Sengun at 16. I mean, you're right that he can't play defense. You're right that I was wrong about what he does, but that means that this is a little questionable considering some of their current roster choices. Trading into that pick to get Sengun. I mean, I don't get paid. I'm not a GM, right? So they've got a master plan, obviously. They think that this is going to work well, but I think the Rockets are better when Christian Wood is on the floor, right? And I want the Rockets to be a better basketball team. I think they should have Christian Wood on the floor as much as he can be there. And it feels weird to, like, draft a guy who, like, you know, Christian Wood kind of might want some defensive coverage in a 5-man defense. And Sengun's not going to be able to provide that, you know? So, like...
Yeah, that makes sense.
So what are you doing? You know, why are you trading it? So maybe they think that he's going to develop off the bench for a few years. But, you know...
I like the Montrezl Harrell idea that they're just... You know what I mean? Just freaking...
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, he's the pick and roll guy and he's the 6th man. I wish there was, like, an NBA draft live, like, to see who's left on the board. But, like, you know, so everyone's going to tell me to screw myself. So, it kind of fucking sucks. And, yeah, no. Alright, let's see if ESPN has a live NBA draft coverage. Okay, best available. Let's see who ESPN has as their best available. So, overall, they have Keon Johnson, Jalen Johnson, Usman Garuba, and this is OKC. So, OKC just not OKC, sorry, my apology. OKC just traded their pick, by the way, guys, to the Houston Rockets and drafted Sengun. So, right now we're going to 17, and I got... This is interesting, because you're looking at it, and this is a team that wants shooting and they want a win-now player. They got Jackson Hayes. They have Jonas Valanciunas at the center spots. There's no backup behind Zion. They could bring back James Johnson, but he's probably going to go to a contender. They got Nickeil Alexander-Walker, who's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's cousin. They got Kier Lewis Jr. at the guard spots. They probably want a guard. And that's where I'm going Jaden Springer, guys. I'm sticking to it. That was my original prediction. And I think they're still going to take the kid from Tennessee. And I'm going Jaden Springer. Who are you going, my guy?
Oh, I have to go. I have no idea. But Jaden Springer I like. I mean, you know, I like that his birth date is September 25th, 2002. I like that he is, you know, from Charlotte, North Carolina. And I like that he's a guard from Tennessee. I love that he averaged 12, 3, and... Okay, well, that's not a shocking... But he shot 40% from
well,
3. That's really nice.
I believe that Jaden Springer is going to be a better version and more efficient. He plays very similar to Dylan Brooks of the Memphis Grizzlies. Yeah. Real bully style bulldog guy. I believe he's going to come in. He might struggle from 3 for the first years. But day one, he's going to be a great perimeter defender who can play 15 to 25 minutes off the bench. And he's a guy who will play well in transition. He can handle the ball. He's more of a combo guard. He played point guard in college, but he's more of a combo guard with some point guard-like skills. I don't want him leading the offense. He's more of a secondary ball handler, if anything.
Yeah, he had 3 assists per game and 2.5 turnovers.
Yeah, and he tries, but I don't want it running through him. He's a guy, if he finds that shot, he's going to be a really good two-way guy in transition. Just good director of morale who's just playing physical, makes the dirty, scrappy plays that people are going to love. So, right there, Jaden Springer. I'm going to keep that. That was my mock, so what's up?
Oh, my phone's dead.
Why don't you just plug it in? Your computer, bro.
Oh, shit. Right. Yeah, God, I love Apple.
That's either... I think that one's mine. Yeah, yours is over there.
Oh, well, take your dirty, shitty one. I'll get mine awesome one.
Is yours longer? Do they give you a longer
I
one?
think they're literally the same.
Yeah, okay. Where I was about to say, just because your computer's a little bit is bigger than mine.
Yeah, I wouldn't have called yours shitty if it wasn't exactly the same as mine.
Yeah. But right here, so my mock drafts. Hey guys, fuck everybody who told me. Kai Jones 211. Kai Jones won't slide. Kai Jones. Oh, so Kai Jones could go right here. Yeah, so
Josh Giddey, number 6.
comment down below.
Comment down below if you like Josh Giddey.
Yeah, just comment down below. I think right here, Jaden Springer is just a good fit for them. But OKC traded. They got Sengun. We've already talked about it. I don't know if everyone heard. I think Sengun's gonna these next 2 years. He's probably gonna be maybe not this year the 6th man for them, unless they believe he can immediately be their 6th man. But be a pick and roll god and be used like how Montrezl Harrell was used on the Clippers and the Rockets.
Well, if you're the Rockets, Alperen Sengun lets you do a little bit more to press a team for 48 minutes. You don't have your James Harden anymore where you can build your whole team around one guy. So it's like, this gives them a little bit more of, like, if they can bring this guy off the bench, it's like, that's actually a great opportunity to bring some heat for, like, the whole, from beginning to end of a game, because they can't do that, right? They just don't have the depth of talent, straight up.
See, the thing is people think he can be a more athletic and a more two-way way. He's not. He has the same athleticism, maybe a half a step more than Kevin Love. Like, again, I've told you guys, he has a very reminiscent body to Kevin Love. He's a very smart and high basketball IQ player.
Thinner.
And he's thinner, but, like, the thing is he's a good passer, too. I want to talk about the fact that I said he doesn't have the length to be a great blocker. He's going to have to rely on position and, getting himself into, like, good drop coverage to be able to get blocks. The belief is his potential is a half a step more athletic than prime Kevin Love, and a guy who can stretch the floor, be a double-double guy, high teens, low 20s, 10, 12 rebounds a game, maybe a block a game, stretching the floor close to 40% a game. And you get a guy who, I really think it'd be best for them that they get a guy right there. I don't even know where I'm fucking... Yeah, Sengun right there. Like, and then his floor is a mixture of, I want to say, like, T-Wolves Kevin Love and Enes Kanter. A guy who just can't stretch the floor at all, but he's a beast inside, but that's not where the NBA is going. And, he might not be great on defense, but he tries, and he's really strong. Like,
yeah.
It's just like, So comment down below what you guys think. Hit that like button if you guys are enjoying.
Yeah.
So...
just slurp on that like button, bro.
I don't even know what this means. I don't know if playbacks mean we have 200 views total. We have 7 viewers now. That's more than the average. But
maybe 200 people individually have shown up, or maybe it's been opened by...
hey, we constantly have had hella people in here, so I appreciate that.
Yeah, shout out.
And shout out for everyone being in here.
And, there's nothing I can do about
Trey
this
Murphy.
guy. It's just us.
Trey Murphy's great. I don't know if he's going to be... They get a really good shooter in Trey Murphy.
Yeah.
Transferred from Rice.
6'8".
He's a shooting guard, but he's like... It's because he played shooting guard in college because his body, he needs some more weight on to play the small forward position. And I think that's where everything's just got to be interesting because... I think he might play shooting guard right now while he puts the weight on, and then he's more of a... when he puts the weight on, like 15, 20 pounds, he'll be a shooting guard to a power forward. So, at 18 right here, I mean, I'm going Garuba now. Like, I think this is clearly Garuba. Like, I don't know why you wouldn't.
Yeah.
You going Garuba too?
I mean,
If you're the Thunder.
If I'm the Grizzlies, it wouldn't hurt at all to have a Garuba, but like at the same time, maybe you don't want him because he's the same size as your young star forward. But I'd say he's just in terms of talent and potential. When you're in the Grizzlies position, that's exactly what you want. Is someone who basically just is a throwaway, but like has the potential to be like actually elite for no reason. Like that's exactly what Garuba is. I'd say go ahead.
Yeah, no, I agree. Garuba's good. I definitely think we are going to run this only to the end of the first round. I do not care about talking about the second round.
Me neither.
Yeah.
And I don't think anyone cares about us talking about the second round, more importantly.
More importantly, yeah.
And I care about the people.
The people is what it matters. So. But we will do all 30 picks. Or at least I will. Alex might leave me. I don't know.
Depends on how bad I feel like I want to move my bookshelf. I've been waiting on that for a while now. I was going to do it 2 days ago.
What's making you so pressed to move into it?
Well,
when's
Nathan's
moving
going to
in?
be here soon.
Someone comment down below. Tell Alex not to move his
I have to
bookshelf.
I have to send the photos for the room to Gabe. Like I have to empty it out soon so we can like rent it.
That's gonna be. You guys gonna put like an age parameter?
guess.
So I'm moving out, and I can move into my place Saturday evening. I get my key then, because that's when the cleaners leave.
Mm-hmm.
But like nobody wants to fucking move during the night because that's fucking retarded. That's stupid. And like,
I see.
yeah, and like, I'm gonna do it in the fucking morning. But the next 2 days I walk back after I write a 15-page media advocacy report. That's gonna
knock you out.
I am gonna watch the rest of this draft though for the rest of the night though, because there are some players I very much want to know where they're gonna go. Because I'm just a nut. And like when you've been doing this for like guys, I've been following the NBA draft for 3 years now. Every year, my first year I did like 30 or 40 prospects. Take it back, 20 or 30. Last year I did like 60 to 80. Just prospects. In total videos last year I did 110 videos on just the NBA draft. This year I did 120 something because I want to top it. Next year I want to do 130. But what I'm saying is, I think, I don't know, there's just like, you get so caught up on certain players and you're like, there's certain traits, like I'm looking at this on certain things, and obviously I don't know everything. Obviously if I did, I'd be like, if any of you guys read A Football Life by Trent Green, I think, or Tim Green. It's good. It's a good book. It's about this kid who's a middle school quarterback who's a football genius and gets hired by the Atlanta Hawks to like predict plays because he can like. It's weird. It's a good book. It was a good book. I read it in middle school. I don't know why. It just came in my head. But yeah, Trey Murphy. Let me know if anybody's seen that book before or read that book. Tim Green. Good book. Either way, what do I think of Trey Murphy to the Pelicans? It's an interesting pick. But yeah, we got Garuba going over here to OKC.
Hey guys, if you're watching right now, and you would ever consider converting to Islam, drop your conversion name into the chat, please. Building engagement. You're welcome.
Yeah, you're building engagement. Oh, you're gonna get me fucking. The Olympics are gonna get me booted.
They're so checking on.
I can't even say that. Don't even say that. I might get copyright. You can't even say that word.
The O word?
Yeah, you can't say the O word.
Wow.
Keon Johnson, Jalen Johnson, Kai Jones. I wouldn't take here. I'm taking Usman Garuba. Dude, they have Cameron Thompson and Sharif Cooper as the 5th and 6th pick. No way in hell. Isaiah Jackson and Jared Butler are definitely better than those guys, and they have them below. Day'Ron Sharpe, so many people have him going in the first round. I don't like him. I don't think he's a first round talent whatsoever. Okay, I wouldn't even draft a second round pick. Maybe, hey, maybe I'm a terrible talent observer, or maybe I'm a really good talent observer. Like, I still have, I'm 3 years into my picks, okay? 3 years into my NBA draft scouting career, so I think I still need 2 more years for my first my first analyst, which obviously my first scouting reports are going to be terrible. I'm really confident in last year's and this year's. So, give me 5 years and we'll find out if I was like close or like way off. It's going to be really funny to look back on in 5 years. Players I was just not right about. But yeah. Right here, God. I don't know. I think
the Russian O-word committee just is in the lead in the men's 200-meter back final.
I think Usman Garuba, though.
Yeah.
Usman Garuba. He's playing in Spain. He hasn't worked out with any team, so if you're like me, you look at all the workouts. So, like, one thing I do when I make my mocks, I would look at all the workouts and stuff. And if a player wasn't on the workout list, I would Google to make sure. Because, like, some players keep it secret. Some players don't even work out. So, like, Garuba didn't work out with anybody. So, Garuba could slide because he's in the O word right now. He's competing, so.
The big O.
Yeah. You know, I think this draft.
Russia.
I don't know. I wonder how. I wish I could somehow become an NBA scout. Like, I would so do that. I know it's probably an awful living. But again, like, people would probably be, like, looking at me and be like, why would you want to be an NBA scout? And I'd be like, that would be so freaking sick. That'd be sick. Like, right here, Garuba, you just think about the fit, okay? And right here, Trey Mann. What the hell? I have Trey Mann going in the second round, guys. I'm sorry. I messed with Trey Mann. Like, Trey Mann, 6'5". He averaged about 19 points a game, shot almost or did shoot 40% from 3, and like dished out 5 assists and like 5 rebounds. And like the thing is, and he's got the length to be a good perimeter defender. I just think, like, damn, he's just somebody that you look at him and you go, I'm not taking him in the first round. I just thought his game was his ceiling, in my opinion. He's a secondary ball handler. He's not going to be the guy you run your offense through. Yes, does he complement as a scorer to Shea? Yes, because they can take turns. Just like Shea's way better at going inside, drawing fouls, and doing stuff. Like, Shea's an actual superstar. I don't see Trey Mann being an all-star. His ceiling, in my opinion, guys, is he's 6'5". I'm trying to think of a player who has a similar build to him. But, again, like, I think Trey Mann comes in with a similar frame and build as R.J. Hampton, I think he's gonna have a very similar rookie season as R.J. Hampton. The thing is Trey Mann coming in here, they already have Theo Maledon, who looked, I thought, and I was a fan of, not bad. And I remember the draft process. I thought he was a first-round pick, and he slipped. And the fact that I think Theo Maledon was a better prospect coming out of France than Trey Mann is out of Florida, I don't know. I think Trey Mann is a shooting guard, point guard. He's a combo guard with point guard-like skills. Again, same vein as R.J. Hampton. I think he's going to have a similar rookie year as R.J. Hampton. But what is his ceiling? I don't think he's ever going to be a guy that averages more than 15 a game. Or 17 a game. Like, and get more than 5 assists or 5 rebounds. Like, I'm not wild, so comment down below if you're a Thunder fan. I think they should have gotten Garuba. You guys don't have a center. And, like, the thing is
is you just drafted, okay? You just drafted Josh Giddey. So the thing is you didn't just not address the guard position. No, you addressed, like, you got, like, you could argue, oh, Shea's going to be the point guard, Trey's going to be the shooting guard, Giddey's going to be the small forward. Like, you know, I don't like that. I'm confused. I think you needed big men. I don't know if you guys are just going to say screw big men, and our big men are going to be Darius Baisley and Isaiah Robbie and Kenrick Williams. Because I'm mind blown. So now at 19, I'm going. Are you staying with the Thibodeau's going Garuba? Thibodeau's going Garuba.
I would love Garuba with Thibodeau. Are you kidding me?
But I know they worked out Jackson. Okay. I'm going to do it to be the guy who, you know what I mean? Just to do the different one. I'm going with Jackson because Garuba didn't work out with any team. So working out is not an indication of anything. But I'll admit, I want Garuba to go to the Knicks. He's Taj Gibson 2.0. Thibodeau would suck that guy's dick. And they could let Taj Gibson leave, and they literally would have the same player come in the draft. They could
finally let Taj Gibson die. You know,
retire.
I mean, yeah. Sometimes he looks like he could do either out there.
Sometimes he looks like he's got a few more years in him.
Sometimes he like fucking dunks in your face and you're like, wow.
No, or sometimes he has like a double where it's like 15 points and like 12 rebounds and like 3 blocks, and you're like, aren't you like 34, Taj?
I just think Taj has got the same. Like,
and he never developed a jumper.
He never did. But like when
was he a lob threat? What was I never watched
Taj could. Okay, so he could lay it in.
What was Taj's game?
So you know how you watch Robin Lopez and you're like, wow, he's like surprisingly nice in the post. Like you watch him do this little lays.
Yeah, like
Taj Gibson, he's this big guy.
Was he a red runner?
It could be like one dribble, bam, up. You know, like easy bucket. Like Taj Gibson could get you an easy bucket, like drop it down.
They just traded the pick, so. The Knicks just traded the pick to the Charlotte Hornets and Kai Jones. Fuck. Okay, so can I? Hey guys, everyone who patronized me and criticized me and was like right here and said Kai Jones wouldn't fall to 20. You know what? I'm gonna say I won. You guys thought he was going to go to 11 to the Hornets. He still went to the Hornets. But I did get it right. I'm also right on every player who's slipping right now, except for...
Where's the ring?
Right here. Is the... Who's the only player... I think the only player who hasn't... Did Corey Kesper get drafted already?
Yeah.
Who did he go to?
The Wizards.
Oh, yeah. I forgot. So, there's no one left on the... Oh, Jalen Johnson's still on the board, but I knew he was slipping. Keon Johnson, we knew was slipping. Chris Duarte got drafted by who? The Pacers, right?
Yeah.
And then Moody by the Warriors. And then we had over here, let's go, we had OKC. That all got switched up. Now at 19, I had Isaiah Jackson going to... They're Kai Jones. So the Hawks right here. Cam Reddish is supposedly on the market. And you have like Usman. I'm going Usman Garuba.
I love Cam Reddish, man. Like, I love him in 2K mostly. Because in real life, he's like... I mean, he's not the player everyone thought he was going to be in high school. But like...
Who?
He's Cam Reddish. But like... I think Cam Reddish has a real potential future.
I think you'd be a great two-way player who averages like 19 points a game peak. Who you got the Hawks going?
I have the Hawks. I think the Hawks would love to get a guy like Sharif Cooper. Really reach for a Sharif Cooper.
Okay, like Sharif Cooper has actually been like projected there. I had him in a mock, guys. So like I will say that I got that right. Like at one point that he was gonna go there, but so it's actually kind of interesting. Hey, thank you for everybody who's watching.
Number 20.
Freaking Christ, they're moving Cam Reddish or somebody. They're moving somebody.
Idiot.
Yeah, they're about to move somebody. Jalen Johnson, his two best skills are
I'm gonna get up.
passing, ball hand, huh?
I'm gonna get up and move the thing at 9/11.
You're a bitch.
I've been hanging out for 2 hours.
You're a pussy.
Yeah. I am. But they're milking this first round for ad revenue. And,
These are Eddie ads.
I don't know. It's her fucking face, though.
Yeah, like right here they go Kai Jones and then Garuba's falling. I can't believe Garuba's falling. That's actually freaking wild that Garuba's just falling. So, like, I didn't have Cooper going anywhere. I think what we got right here, I knew Keon Johnson was going to fall. I mean, at 21, I'm going Garuba because that's Tom Thibodeau's guy.
Derrick Rose might end up in Chicago, by the way. Like, he actually might this time.
This time, I thought I was going to say give him 2 more years trying to chase a ring.
Yeah, I mean, he's got.
Who do you got? You got Garuba going to, or Isaiah Jackson going at 21? I'm going big man or,
I'd probably go big man too. Just because like right now it just feels like a big man's league.
Yeah.
Feels like you need strength at that position. Like you need either a like the least important position might be off guard. Like you really need a great wing, you need a great big, you need a great lead guard, but you can have some tweener between that lead guard and that wing who, is kind of a tweener or maybe just a shooter or something like that.
Yeah.
But like you need a solid big rotation or a superstar big man. Yeah.
So Charlotte's got it nice. They got small four. Who did they draft at 11?
At 11, they picked up. Okay, well now it's showing on the screen, so I'm just gonna wait.
I completely forgot at this point. You?
Yeah. I want to try and remember before they show it.
I can't believe Ziaire Williams went to the Grizzlies. James Bouknight.
Oh yeah.
My boy's about to drop off the half G.
Lovely. James. Is it Jalen Suggs?
Jalen Suggs went to the Magic. The Magic's in our
Jalen Green is dressed like a super villain tonight.
Let me see.
It's got to be on. It's not on his Instagram yet. It's got to. Here we go.
Really, Kai Jones is
Look at this.
switchability, defense, and stuff. That's funny.
Yeah, it's like insane. I mean, like it's good. He looks like a gym leader. He literally looks like a gym leader.
Yeah, he does.
That's one thing. Like all this shit. Okay. In the modern world, where with these TikTok fashion trends, people want to dress. They want themed outfits. I've got this huge baggy pants. I've got this shitty shirt that I bought for $20 and I've painted on it. I'm trying to sell it to you for $95 on Depop now. Like, everyone wants to dress like a gym leader. Everyone looks like shitty Pokemon cosplay. And they walk around and they post this on Instagram and they live like this. And
you're enjoying this.
And it's embarrassing. I'm really enjoying this. A captive audience, is not something you always have.
So,
And
I still think Keon Johnson is on the board. The Hawks draft Jalen Johnson.
Which Jalen Johnson means maybe they don't go point guard, they believe, because Jalen Johnson's best skills are his defense, his ball handling, his passing. and rebounding. He's not a good scorer or shooter. So the Hawks will probably use him as a point forward or a backup point guard, kind of Justice Winslow. Like, his floor is Justice Winslow, and his ceiling is, I guess, I want to say,
Michael Jordan.
no, I'm trying to think of a, like, kind of Kyle Anderson with a jump shot would be ideal. You know what I mean? Kyle Anderson with a jump shot would be, like, the most ideal benefit. So, I don't know. I think that would be good. You guys would enjoy that. So, I don't even know who. We got 9 picks left. So, cheers to that.
I really feel like whoever, Woj tweeted they were going to pick just now
Yeah.
is who they're going to pick. Jalen Johnson. Yeah. Like we said. Jalen Johnson, like we predicted 6 minutes ago when Shams tweeted that.
They're so late on this. First off, I want to say, NBA draft, you guys are just milking this. If we already know the picks like this early, okay, I feel like that's just bad on their part, okay? Also, I was like, terrible posture. You just gotta make sure you got good posture, ladies and gentlemen. Always good posture. But I really...
Especially the ladies. All the ladies watching this NBA draft stream.
How did
around
Kendrick
pick 20.
Perkins... Someone comment down below. How did Kendrick Perkins become an NBA analysis? I have no idea how. But yeah, so...
Well, clearly his life's talent wasn't basketball.
Oh, it's obviously being a social media personality. Jalen Johnson, he dropped out of Duke halfway through. He's I think that's another reason. Like, you're kind of a quitter, bro. But your mom's a MILF, guys. His mom's a MILF. Jalen Johnson's mom's a MILF. I mean, the belief of Jalen Johnson now. Yeah, I think they're gonna keep Chris Dunn. Wait, Chris Dunn opted in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who?
Because you could run at shooting guard Kevin Huerter and Cam Reddish, and then at small forward DeAndre Huerter, and Willie shooting guard is going to be Kevin Huerter or Bogdanovich, or is Bogdanovich a free agent? No, if that's Bojan Bogdan, I think I think it's Bojan that's a free agent. But either way, Bogdanovich, Kevin Huerter, and Cam Reddish can rotate at the shooting guard. Then the small forward position will be DeAndre Hunter, Cam Reddish, and Jalen Johnson. And then at the 4, it would be probably, if they don't keep John Collins, Daniel Gallinari, Onyeka Okongwu, Jalen Johnson, maybe Bruno Fernando too. No, probably not Bruno Fernando in there. At the power forward rotation, then the center rotation would be Clint Capella, Onyeka Okongwu, Bruno Fernando, Nathan Knight. And then hopefully they can keep Brandon Goodwin as their backup, one of their backup point guards, and bring in maybe like Ish Smith as a backup point guard on a vet minimum deal.
Yeah. I mean, they've got a lot of opportunities to sign premier free agents. Because, I mean, like, you've got guys like Cristiano Felicio who are still, like, available.
Shut the hell up. Cristiano Felicio.
And they've been looking for a superstar center.
I mean, Usman Garuba, there's some good players still on the board, guys. Some really good players. I think it's been fun, guys. If anybody's been watching, we've been going for a while. 2 hours. Yeah.
Nice block.
Yeah. But yeah, I think right here, I really want to see the Knicks draft. It sucks the Bulls. Basically, the Magic drafted, and then the rest of our teams didn't have any picks for the rest of the part. Jalen Johnson is a freak guy. He's a really good athlete. He's fun to watch and stuff. I just think he's not going to be a scorer. You know?
Yeah.
But hey, here he is. It's a pretty cool suit.
Yeah. I was like a suit game. I mean, I think I've told you this before. I think I want like a deep purple suit.
Yeah, we were talking about this.
But I like gray suits. I like gray suits. I like blue suits.
I like double-breasted pinstripes.
I like double-breasted. That's a sexy suit. But you got to full all the way. You know what I mean? Like fully...
A slim double-breasted suit, and you got to have the 2 or the 3 button.
Mm-hmm.
And if you do a 3 button, you got to leave the 3rd button unhooked so it folds over a little.
Yeah.
I'm all for it. My dad used to wear double-breasted suits, and I'm talking like when I get suits, they're gonna be like they're gonna be like fitted. You know, the best players on the board right now probably Garuba. Wow, I did not expect this at all. This is wild.
Getting negativity out of my life.
Getting negativity out of your life.
Yeah, just closed it out.
2 hours and 10 minutes we've gone for.
Average watch time of 3 minutes. People are really digging it.
Yeah, here comes in Ashton. We have a guest joining the stream.
Dominant showing for him this evening. He's really been absolutely demolishing the competition.
What's up, bud?
It's a good voice.
Not much, just streaming right here. We have a little gift.
Little package.
Yeah, watching the NBA draft, waiting for who the New York Knicks. The New York Knicks have not yet picked in the draft, right? No, yeah, they have not picked yet.
I don't know anything about this yet.
Yeah, what are you up to?
Getting base.
I feel that.
Yeah, fucking Snapchat was down.
Yeah, dude, my Snapchat wouldn't
My
open.
Snapchat was down for like 2 hours.
Anybody's Snapchat
Pissed
wasn't
me
working.
off.
I deleted it, then couldn't download the app. It wasn't
Yes,
working.
It wouldn't fucking do anything. Like the App Store.
I
and
updated
Snapchat
my
was-
phone.
Me too.
Dude,
I
yeah.
updated my phone. I updated Snapchat.
Yeah, thank God.
Like, fucking. Oh my.
My
God.
Snapchat was not working either. It was
Dog
wild.
I haven't sent a Snapchat in like 3 or 4 days.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, I can't. I get caught
Yeah.
up. Like I
I
didn't
don't-
used to care about
I only have
streaks.
one-
I used to
yeah.
have, like, 1,000-day orders.
Yeah. I used to
Yeah,
care about
I feel
streaks.
that.
I don't
And
care
then-
about streaks
and then
anymore.
Now it's just like, now I
Comment
just
down below
have
if you
streaks,
care
like,
about
contracts.
streaks.
Yeah.
But yeah, no.
Yeah, I used to have streaks. I just lost them.
Yeah,
Just
go-
taking the partner.
I'm
Yeah,
calling
dude,
this my last pick. I'm ending the stream after this pick, guys. I do not care to continue for the 7 viewers we've had on average for the past 2 hours.
Hey, shout out though.
Shout out.
Shout out. That's hot.
But yeah, no. So
Vikram never answered me, by the way.
Who?
Dude named Vikram commented, and I said, if you're from another country and you comment in the chat what your country is, I'll get that flag tattooed on me, like a tiny flag. And he never commented, so.
Dude,
Yeah.
I've been thinking about getting a tattoo gun, but I'm not gonna lie. I'm not kidding, bro. I think I could do it. Tattoo myself. I'd be here for it.
I'll be here for
I'm
it.
just sitting, imagine.
New
bro.
York traded their pick to Detroit.
What? Bro, Westbrook went to the fucking Lakers?
Lakers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, it's just
Was
gonna
not
be crazy,
expecting
bro.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Bunch of bricks.
What? There's gonna be a fucking drive-heavy team. Like, you're not gonna be able to stop them. They're just going to come at you 110% every single play.
Yeah, I wonder
They're
if
gonna get
Detroit now is gonna get. I guess Detroit's just gonna come in and take what I gotta assume is if they're not gonna re-sign Diallo, take Johnson. You get Diallo 2.0. If you want another center, take Isaiah Jackson or Usman Garuba. And I'm still going with Garuba being the choice right here. And they're taking Keon Johnson. Holy shit. Yep, and they're not. I bet you they're not going to re-sign Diallo now, guys. All right, guys. There is no one watching this really. Yeah, we got 3 viewers. I'm done. I'm peacing out. 2 hours and 15 minutes.
Solid stream.
Bye.